So this is my presentation. That's the skirt. It's actually going to be a full-on dress, red dress, and we're going to be utilizing the red type of material that our people use now. We've adopted to material, and this material is going to go on the bottom just for added eye pleasure. And we have someone who's going to be showing us how to do some knitting. And this is the cedar hat that I was able to acquire through the funds. And the individual who created the hat is going to be working with my group to teach them how to make the headbands first. And if we ever get any more funding, he will help us. Well, I want to ask him to help us to learn how to make the cedar hats. And I have one that is half done, the one that I had in my application. And these are the paddles. So you can see my hand, so the size for the paddles. And I acquired these through the funds. And these are actually like $1 per paddle. And each one is handmade and had carved with the holes in it. And so these will hang off of the vest that will go over the dress. And it's made out of cedar. And these are clackers. These clackers are what our women use in the big house. So I bought a box of 12. So the men do the drumming in our Salish big houses, and the women use the clackers. And this is a fan to hold eagle feathers. So what I'm going to do is show and talk about how our Salish territories goes all the way down south as far as Montana, from Oregon, Washington, Oregon, Montana, and the westernmost parts of Idaho are all Salish territory. So in the Salish territory down south and up in the interior, we do powwow. So this is a nice chunk of cedar that I acquired through the funding. And so our fellow who's going to teach us how to make the headbands is going to show us how to soak and strip them down. And I have a bit of knowledge of that myself, but I want my group to learn from an expert. And we're going to talk about our old style items this I've had for a long time. This came from my grandmother, and it's an old comb. That's what I've always assumed, and so I actually use that. And this here, we're not exactly sure what this is for, but my mother gave this to me. And so again, using beads for beadwork to showcase the different styles of different Salish styles. So this is the one that I made in particular because I love yellow, and so it's actually a hair tie. So once it's all put together, it'll be really cool. And we Coast Salish people, we've adopted to jingle dress dance, so that's going to be included in our presentation when we do come together as a group. So there we go, and I want to thank you guys all again for all your support and your funding. Hope you enjoy the pictures, and I do have help, and that's where some of the funding is going to help with the sewing. And if I did it all myself, I could do it, but it'd take much longer. So yeah, now it's just a matter of trying to get us together, which is highly difficult at this time. Okay, thank you so much again for the funding, and hopefully the dress will be put together the next time we get together in a meeting such as this. And I just love this material. So I'm mixing the Coast Salish sort of northwest coast style of the adopted red material, which everyone uses, and also utilizing more of the down south style material. So I want to make sure that people know that my ancestry comes from the Coast Salish here up in the interior, or not interior, up on the island, and from Musqueam, and also from down south. Thank you.